Hi class, so I wanted to do a database demo, an example of this assignment. And so first off, I want to show you my favorite screencasting software, which is Screencastify. And Screencastify is actually a add-on that you add for Google Chrome. So if you use the browser Google Chrome, you can actually add this as an add-on, and this is what the page looks like. And right now it shows that I'm recording this video, but usually it has an option to select your webcam that you want to use and the microphone that you want to use, and then all you do is just press play. To use Screencastify, you'll have to log in with your Gmail account, which you have a Gmail account as an Emporia State University student. So it will save that file once you're finished recording. It will save that to your Google Drive for that account, and that's really nice. The other thing it will do is it also will save it to YouTube if you're comfortable having your content on YouTube. If you're not, or if you want to have it on YouTube, you just don't want to have it publicly so it's findable, then you can just list it as unlisted, which is what I'm going to do with this video here. That means that the people that have the link to this video will be able to view it, but if they don't have the link, then they can't find it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the database demo assignment as if I were doing it as a student. So that is just a brief overview of Screencastify. And the other thing I wanted to note about Screencastify is it is actually free to use up to 10 minutes. And the assignment is a video of 3 to 6 minutes. So you should have plenty of time to use this tool. If you don't want to use this tool, that's fine. I have a couple other options, but I think that Screencastify is one of the easiest to use. And it's really easy to actually publish the content after and upload it to your online portfolio. So I'm going to go into the library database page, and the database that I want to do for this assignment is opposing viewpoints. And so I'm going to use opposing viewpoints, which is an integrated source of articles, primary source documents, biographical information of social activities and reformers, statistics, and additional research tools. And what I like about opposing viewpoints is it's literally looking at opposing viewpoints. It's literally looking at different points of view. And for my topic, to remind you, just kind of as a refresher, I'm doing a research topic over minimalism. And because I have selected opposing viewpoints as my database, minimalism isn't going to be the best database for this topic specifically for that part of the research, but instead I'm going to be using it to do research on Marie Kondo. And Marie Kondo is actually kind of a figure that has really been circulating throughout the conversation between minimalists, and if the Japanese style of tidying up that Marie Kondo uses, if that is actually a good method for minimalists to adopt. So that's where I'm going to go into opposing viewpoints, and I am going to use that where I'm going to search for Marie Kondo. So the first thing I want to do is first I name the database and why I selected it, which is what I just told you. The second thing is to show the basic search and demonstrate using the research topic that I have. So I told you I was going to search Marie Kondo. Right here in the center is the search box, the basic one. So I'm going to put Marie Kondo. And you could see that it actually gives me a couple of options that it's guessing with its algorithm. So I'm going to just select that one right there. And it gives me a basic overview. So here's my basic results. I have some news articles. I have a magazine article. Looks like there's some audio files, an image of Marie, and a academic journal. And over here, it also shows me what the content types are. So I have to talk about where to find the thesaurus, and there's not technically a thesaurus on this specific database, or not one that I've ever located at the moment. But what I do like is that you can browse issues, which are kind of like key topics or key terms. So if I go in here, I can actually search a wide range of topic areas. And this might be where I pull out my thesaurus, or I go to thesaurus.com and I look at alternative words for these types of words. I don't see the word minimalism or tidying or anything like that on here. I am curious to see if maybe organizing is on here, which it's not. So I don't really see my overall research topic on this page. For an advanced search, there is an advanced icon right here that I would just click on. And that's where I'm able to use my Boolean logic. So the and, or, and not. And that's where I tried to play around with my minimalism topic where I had minimalism. And I could use a truncation here, but I'm going to just say minimalist and put or. It's almost the same thing because there's such a variety between the two. I'm going to just do it that way. And then I'm going to say not art because there is actually an art minimalist movement, and that's not what I'm looking for. And that's where I would use one of my search strategies, and then I can push search. In addition to, I can also filter my results by full text. I can filter it by peer-reviewed journals, which in this specific database is actually going to really limit my results because opposing viewpoints gives me newspapers, it gives me magazines, which aren't necessarily peer reviewed documents. It's going to give me primary sources. So it's going to take a lot of that out and only give me journal articles. So I'm going to avoid using that specific option on this database. But going back down, I can look at publications, I can look at document types and actually narrow down the types that I want, like if I only want artwork or audio files. There's a lot of different features in the advanced setting. So when I say search, you'll see there's not really a whole lot about my minimalist topic. There's some in the news, it looks like, and maybe in the magazines, which I think that magazines and news, because minimalism is kind of a movement that's kind of been circulating in bloggers and blogging sphere, I think that's why it's more common to see these kind of articles in news and magazines versus the academic journals, because it's just not really something that a lot of academic researchers are doing studies over just yet. But if I also look at the formats displayed, I'll see the content types, and these are the different types of resources that I have. But for this specific database, the type of format will be displayed as an HTML file. So if I click into one of these news articles, actually I want to do this magazine. This one's almost a perfect one for what I might be interested in for my topic. So you'll see it's showing up as an HTML. There's not a PDF here for me to download like there would be in maybe Academic Search Complete or one of those EBSCOhost databases. But you'll see that I have the tools and options where I can actually send it to Google Drive. So that will make it where it's actually more of a Word document as well. So there's a couple different formats that I can get for this. In addition, there's also an audio file that I can listen to. So there's a lot of different varieties for this specific database when it comes to format. Finally, one of the things that I like the most about this database is opposing viewpoints really does give you a little bit of everything. I mean, with my minimalist topic, I'm not seeing a whole lot about minimalism, but if I'm reading through, and I kind of use this database as a resource for later in my research, so I've identified from some of my other resources that Marie Kondo is kind of a really big trend with minimalists, that if I use Marie Kondo as my topic and opposing viewpoints, then I'm going to get a lot of different perspectives about who she is and what this movement thinks with her Japanese style of tidying up. It will also give me maybe some reviews on her recent video or her recent series on Netflix. So there's a lot of different ways you might look at your search terms. Now, instead of just using only your search term as like your research topic as your search term, you're not going to get very far. So you want to think about all of the different types of terms that are being used and related to your search topic. An example, my Marie Kondo with minimalism. So that concludes this video, and that also concludes this tutorial. The basic screencasting, it's not supposed to be a stressful assignment. It's literally that easy. It's a press the button, start recording, do this interactive, maybe practice your presentation a couple times before you record it, but it's that easy, and then you submit it. So if you have questions, let me know. If not, I'm looking forward to seeing this video.